what do we need to cut in order to protect those things that only the federal government can do.
If we were to line up a lot of agencies and even departments of and bureaucracies in the government with the Constitution, we can clearly see that there is no constitutional role for many of them. So they would either have to be eliminated or phased out. Do you think the public has an appetite for actually eliminating entire agencies or departments or really bringing power back to the states?
You know, I don't think the public necessarily has an appetite for saying, let's slash this department and that one. I think the American voter understands that there are good people in every department of government. There are good people doing good things for good and deserving citizens and constituents throughout the country. So I wouldn't say that they have an appetite for slashing and burning entire departments in one fell swoop. They do, however, have a strong desire to protect our system of government and to protect those programs on which Americans have come to rely. So any American citizen, whether that citizen is most concerned about protecting national defense, which really the federal government is uniquely empowered and capable of providing, or something else, they're coming to an understanding that we can't have it all, we can't have everything. So the question isn't really, do we want to slash entire departments just for the sake of doing it? It's, what do we need to cut in order to protect those things that only the federal government can do? And once they get to that point, which they're getting to by the tens of millions, they understand that some cuts are going to be necessary. And as I explained in my book, there are government programs, there are government departments that are now handled at the federal level that historically address things that were handled at the state level. There's no absolute reason why some of that couldn't be returned to the states.
Congress just got back from August recess. A lot of people are disappointed because you have now the potential with Obama and Democrats in the Senate to spend even more money. But give us a preview. What big fights do you envision happening in Congress the next few months?
There will be a lot of attention paid to this so-called super committee, the Committee of 12, that will come up with some proposals on where cuts can be made. That committee, between now and the end of the year, will come up with a proposal. That proposal will then move forward and be subjected to an up or down vote. I think there will be a lot of debate, not only as to the ultimate vote, but a lot of discussion that will surround the deliberations of this committee. Simultaneously, there will be a lot of discussion about the balanced budget amendment that we're required to vote on between now and the end of the year under this bill, the same bill that raised the debt limit. Some questions arise regarding whether, does that mean are we going to have multiple balanced budget amendment proposals? We're going to have a Republican proposal and a Democratic counterpart? Or are we going to have a consensus bill that emerges? My hope is, and what I'm working to do, is to try to build bipartisan support for a single proposal that can emerge and garner the 2/3 in both houses that we need in order to get it passed and sent to the states.
The book is The Freedom Agenda. Senator Mike Lee, thanks for joining Human Events.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work, and we're counting on you to make sure Obama doesn't spend any more of our money.
Understood. Thank you.